Yeah, it's a big weekend for our program. Number one, we got to play better baseball. Took a step back this past weekend, but moving forward, we got to get back to a high level of baseball down the stretch here, and it has to start this weekend. If we even want to talk about postseason opportunities, we have to play great this weekend. And from here on out of the schedule, so it starts on Friday in Lawrence. It's a rivalry weekend. I get it. It's nice to talk about, but for me, it's a huge weekend for our program to get back in the picture and get into some conversations for postseason play, because that's why we're all here. And it just so happens that we're playing, Kansas down the street here in Lawrence this weekend, but it's a pivotal weekend for our program and where we need to get to, and how we need to get to, where we want to go here in the last month of the season.
Go ahead.
Can't hear you, Tim.
You're muted, Tim.
Sorry. No, I haven't done enough of these. Is it easier or more difficult to put something like Sunday behind you?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I've never experienced a half inning like that in my entire coaching career. So take it for that. And if I coach 30 more years, I'll never see that again. So I don't even talk about it, to be honest with you. We get beat. I've never seen anything like it. That half inning lasted an hour long, and it'll never be seen again. So, if it's that rare, it's not even worth talking about with our guys. At least we all went through it together and we did it the right way with some composure. We had every reason in the world to lose our composure and to react like people expect you to react in those situations. But our guys did a good job dealing with it and got through it. And to me, you get beat, and 1 run, 20 run fit. It's all the same to me. I just didn't like the fact that we didn't play good this weekend. We didn't get good starting pitching. We played sloppy enough defense to get beat. We couldn't execute our game plan pitching wise. We couldn't execute our game plan offensively. We didn't make adjustments to how they were pitching us. And, that's not what mature teams do in May. And the good thing is we're past it. We played poorly, and we're moving on, and we got it out of the way. But we still got some time here to play good down the stretch. But not if we play like that, we won't have a chance. So hopefully we haven't played like that in a long time. But it was disappointing, no question about it. Doesn't matter about Sunday. The whole weekend was disappointing.
Has your team kind of put you in a position now where you have no room for error in these final 6?
Yeah, I think they did. I can't believe they did that to me. No, they're as disappointed as I am, but you really can't spend too much time feeling too sorry for yourself or upset or disappointed or squandered opportunities and reflect on that. I told those guys to tell me what we need to do yesterday. So, they're part of the process. They told me what we need to do. So, all right, we all know it. We're all on the same page, and to me, we got to win. To me, we got to win 5 games on the way out here, and whatever way we do it, that's at least we know what's in front of us. I would love to do that, believe me, because then we can go into the Big 12 tournament hot and when you make a little run there and you put yourself in good position for being considered as an at-large bid. But yeah, we got a pretty good task in front of us. Kansas plays well too. They don't get swept by anybody. They're always sneaking out a win there on Sundays against no matter who. So it's really hard for us to say we got to sweep somebody, but we got to get 5 games and we just got to win game 1 in Kansas. And like I told our guys, yeah, that sounds good, fellas, but we play poorly on the road. Number one, I don't know. Ever since I've had a Kansas State uniform on, I've lost 4 straight games to Kansas. So there's a big task in front of us here. It's not that easy. And we're not going to beat anybody if we play like we did last weekend. We got to show up on Friday and play great on Friday, and then figure out Saturday when Saturday comes.
With the math you just laid out, probably win 5 down the stretch. And last I looked, the weather doesn't look great for this weekend. The possibility of rain. Does a rain out kind of feel like a loss on the resume at this point?
I think so. We got to play all the games that are in front of us. We put ourselves in that situation. We got to do whatever it takes to play 3 games in 3 days. Doubleheader here or there. Get a window here or there. It's going to be one of those weekends. I
Okay,
think we got
thanks,
to play
Coach.
all 3. Yeah, thanks, Tim.
Thanks, Tim. Go ahead, Adam.
Coach, you were able to squeeze that one in the second game over the weekend. Just how big was it for this team to get the first road Big 12 victory under their belt?
It was a good win. I mean, you know, we should have lost that game. Really, I mean, if Baylor the pitcher fields his position cleanly and executes a throw to second base, we get beat that game too. So, we kind of sat around and didn't do anything offensively until the 7th inning. And yeah, I love the grit to come back. You're down 3-1 in the 7th, and then you take a lead, and then you extend and then put somebody away in the 9th. That's all good stuff. But we didn't play good leading up to that point. At this point, it doesn't really matter if we're on the road or home. Man, we got to win games, and we got to figure out a way to do it. And we got to do it now because we put ourselves in that position. Everyone's disappointed. So if you haven't noticed, I'm still very aggravated from the weekend's results. So the sooner I can put this past me, the more positive and more efficient I think our program will be heading to Lawrence tomorrow. But I'll probably pout for a couple more hours, and I'll be fine.
With the way that the team hit the batsman in the 9th inning with that big 3-run home run and then home runs to follow with that in the 9th inning, how promising would you say it was to see the bats come through in a clutch like that?
Yeah, it was good. You're a lot more optimistic than I am today, Adam. That 9th inning was great and something to build on, and happy for those guys to do that. Never apologize for winning, but it was sloppy, and I do love the fact that we played good in the 9th inning on the road, and it is something to build on.
How with starting pitching how do you feel about the starting pitching and both the hitting of just like the confidence level of both heading into this series against Kansas?
Yeah, we didn't do anything good this weekend, to be honest with you. Believe me, not because of lack of preparation or lack of effort or the care factor. It's always high in our program. Our guys care a lot about, winning for Kansas State. We just didn't play well. Can't have 3 or 4 of your guys, have an off weekend at the plate, or you're not going to do anything offensively. And then, we didn't get very good start pitching at all, and that was the story of the weekend. And those guys have been good for us, believe me. And we just couldn't land. We're in too many fastball counts against a good team, and you can't throw a secondary pitch for a strike. You're going to get beat. You're going to get beat bad, and that's what happened.
All right, go ahead, Cole.
Hey, Coach. Yeah, Kansas has 25 home runs as a team this year. You guys have really broken the school record. I mean, in the record books. So just kind of how does that go into your game plan?
I wish we were playing home run derby against them, but we got to play a baseball game. And those home runs are great, but if no one's on base, it doesn't mean anything. So the key is playing people that are going to get on base, so then you can take advantage of your strength, which is the home run. You're not going to beat anyone with solo home runs. You got to get some guys on base and hit 2 3-run homers and really impact the game. Kansas can beat you other ways. They're really good at the small ball. They're very good at the small ball. We gotta take advantage of our strengths, and we gotta stay consistent for 3 days. When you rely on the home run, it just doesn't always show up, every day in baseball. So you got to figure out, you got to be consistent, number one, and then you got to be stronger in other areas. Like fundamentally, we were terrible this weekend. We didn't get one bunt down, and that's going to sway a game, And when you're not hitting home runs and you're getting 2 hits over 7 innings, you better create some offense. And by getting on base, by walking, hit by pitch, bunt, steal a base. And, we were not very proficient at that this weekend. And we're going to have to do that at Kansas because we're not going to show up. And, who knows if the wind's gushing in, there goes the home run, So figure out a way to, offensively to beat somebody when you don't have your major weapons. But the scary part for me is when you rely on the home run. That's not always there every day, and you got to be multidimensional to beat somebody.
And then last question for me, could you just kind of give an update on Caden Fowler? I know he had to come out of the game on Sunday.
Yeah, he had a violent collision with that wall, and he's going to be fine. We've done all the preliminary tests with him, and just CAT scans and X-rays and all that other stuff. And fortunately, he's just banged up right now. Shoulder, knee. It's almost like he was in a car wreck, the way he feels. But I think he's going to be available for us this weekend. He had a good start on Sunday. We hit him lead off and singles in the first pitch of the game, and he singles, then he got picked off, then he ran into a wall all in about 5 minutes. I said, you really know how to make a splash, in a game immediately. So he factored into the first 5-10 minutes of that game solely. But he's a good player. He brings some energy. He's a guy that I was hoping that I could play him the entire day on Sunday to see if he could be a presence for us here down the stretch. But I do think he'll be available this week.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep, thanks.
Michael, go ahead. Michael, go ahead.
Sorry about that. Yeah, Pete, do you still sense a hunger to win in this team? Did any of that get taken away over the weekend?
No, I just think they're frustrated, because they care. They're motivated. I'm telling you, it's a motivated group. I get so disappointed because I want this group to win so bad because of their commitment and they're constantly motivated. They're talking about the right things. Their preparation's impeccable. Those are the guys you really root for, and we really haven't seen the results at the level I want to see it. In the results at the level that they want to see it. So no, there's zero worry for me about guys being motivated. If anything, they're over motivated. They're too motivated where they get out of their comfort zone playing. When you try too hard, it's really difficult to play that way. So you got to kind of let it come to you at some point. But guys are overthrowing. I can see it in their at bats, swinging at balls that they don't want to swing at because trying to do too much. But my challenge is to get these guys to be super relaxed so they can maximize who they are and do something great here down the stretch. That's my challenge, but it's all about being relaxed and not trying too hard. That's what this group does.
Can you draw any parallels to your Friday night struggles and having difficulty getting out of the box in a series?
Yeah, I've tried everything. I mean, we're one of the best pitchers in the country throw for us on most Friday nights, and can't seem to take advantage of that,
Right.
Yeah, it's been frustrating, and Connor McCullough was he was off, on Friday, and then it's not like it's frustrating because it's not like you can get your bullpen going right away because we've struggled so bad when we're chasing like 6 or 7 runs in the second or third inning, and then you got to make a decision on trying to win a series or burning out your bullpen and seeing if you can have the offense to get you back in the game. I've done that too many times this year. Not sure the reason why, but I do think our guys have the right mindset, to play, and they're just not executing on Friday. Certainly has been disappointing for all of us.
And is your plan to stay with the same 3 starters for this weekend?
That's my plan. Yeah. Yep.